the styling of this vehicle is now. As you can see, it's a lot more defined lines in this vehicle. You also have a nice silver plate down here that brings out the side of this vehicle too. You also have the rounded, smooth handles here, and also they've moved the mirror off of the pillar and put it on the door. Prevents a blind spot also. As you can also see, this vehicle is 197 inches long. It's about an inch less than what it was last year. The height of this vehicle is about 57 inches. Last year it was 60 inches. You have a wheelbase of 114 inches on this vehicle. Last year it was 111. So you get a longer wheelbase, and you also get the 5-link suspension in here. That 5-link suspension is going to give you independence on each side and the rear, which means to you as a consumer, when your ride goes over a bump, your whole car won't feel it, only that wheel, which gives you that 5-link, gives you a lot smoother ride. If you want to come around here to the front, I want to show you the fascia of this vehicle. This vehicle now has the new Buick Sport fascia, as you can see. It's also set back the hood to give you a little bit more room here, which gives you a more sport look. As you can see at the bottom of this fascia, you have these little points here. If you can imagine pulling up to something and not hitting it and messing up your bumper, this part here will prevent it from messing up your bumper up here also. Inside this grille, there are active grille shutters. They open and close while you're driving. When you're coming down, let's say Federal Highway, they're going to open up, bring you more air. When you're on the highway, they close down, bring the air around, give you more aerodynamic design on this vehicle. I'm going to open up the hood. As you can see inside this hood, again, we have the Buick standard 5-star crash rated vehicle. It has the crumple zone, which will crumple instead of flip back up. You also have the engine drop, which will drop out and act as an anchor. You also have your pedals will separate so your feet don't get caught up, and when the airbags explode or come out, the steering column will also collapse to prevent you from having any pressure on your chest with this vehicle. It is a V6 variable valve timing. It has 310 horsepower, 280 pounds of torque with this vehicle. You have a 15-gallon tank, 15.8. Last year it was 16. Just a smidget off of the fuel capacity. You're going to get 21 city, 31 highway in this vehicle. You also have this fireproof here, so if the car catches on fire, these little pieces here will burn off, this will fall down, and it will cover up the fire. It's nice. Let's step around to the inside if you don't mind. If you look on the inside of this vehicle, it does have the new wave feel in it now. Buick came out with the new wave look. As you see, everything is smooth. Everything is just a wave along the side. Hardly any buttons. Everything is touch screen in this vehicle. It also has what they call the precision shifter. There's no more gearbox underneath. And also, by having no more gearbox, you can have an extra storage down there. With that gear shifter, it's almost like a joystick. It's very easy to use, but you're going to have to show your customers how to use it. That's why they put this little sign here to show them how to use it. One of the most things I've seen is people going into reverse. Parking is easy, you just hit a button. This vehicle has the Confidence Package 1, and it also has the Sights and Sound Package. The Sights and Sound Package is going to be your Bose sound system with your speakers. You're also going to get the navigation with the Sights and Sound. Your Confidence Package is going to give you the backup sensors, backup camera. It's going to give you blind spot monitors also, and a front crash monitor. This vehicle also comes equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android CarPlay. One of the best features about the new cars this year is the CarPlay. The CarPlay will allow you to access the apps on your phone, and you will use Siri instead of the voice command in the vehicle. Siri is a lot more friendly user talking when you're texting, looking for any directions, looking for the weather, sports events, whatever. You can do everything in this vehicle with just your finger. There's a button on the steering column, and it will show you, just press and hold it, and Siri, you ask Siri whatever you want. Address, text message, phone, music, books, whatever you want. The whole idea is to give you a more safer driving experience, along with you being able to do all of the mundane things you do on social media every day. You also have shifter pedals in here in case you want to get a more sportier ride. They put the shifter pedals in on the top. They used to have that manual shifter on the side here, but with that new precision tuning, but precision shifting, you have to put the pedals here. So some of us that like to go sport, you put it in a manual position and you have a 6-speed transmission in this vehicle. You have a tri-zone for your air, so you have air in the back. The seats have been redesigned. They also have what they call a French stitch now in the leather. Everything you see with the stitch is going to be considered leather in this vehicle. A lot of your customers want to ask you, is it plastic, but it's actually leather. You also have a phone charger in